Yeah, I'm in the wonderful city of Cathedral. This is Cathedral City in the Inland Empire. I'm very close to the Coachella area. I want to say maybe I'm about, I want to say maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from the city of Coachella. You guys can see that I park here at a shopping center because I wanted to come to share something very, very powerful with you all. As you know me, I'm an individual that I love to provide value to you. I want to make sure that I, leave a mark, leave something that for most people that are lost, for most folks that maybe are going through something right now in their lives. I just got off the phone right now with a good friend of mine, and it's amazing to know that it's amazing to know that God, the universe, whatever you is it that you believe in, he or she is going to put you into this person's world. And so you must embrace that when the time comes. You got to be there, accessible. You got to be able to provide value for people when the time comes, because we're all going to have those challenges in life. And that's the reason why I go live. That's the reason why I do these videos, because I'm an individual that I want to make sure that I provide value to my community and the people that I get to talk to. I believe I have a voice. I believe that you also have a voice. So therefore, you got to make your voice heard. So, anyways, with that being said, as I was driving, that's why I stopped by and I said I got to share this, because for me it's very important the fact that if I get some value out of something, I want to make sure that I provide it to the community. And so when I was reading, when I was listening to this, I said, I gotta share this with the community. So it's 5 reasons why the rich don't talk to the poor. Okay, 5 reasons why the rich people don't talk to the poor. Now, before I go any further, let me explain to you. Rich doesn't necessarily means that you have money, right? It doesn't necessarily means that you have money. Broke doesn't always means that you don't have any money. You could be spiritually rich. You could be rich in health. You could be rich in relationships, in love, wealth, habits, whatever that is. You could be rich on those. You could be broke spiritually. You could be broke mentally. You could be financially broke as well. So there is a difference. Okay, I want to make sure that I explain that to you very, very clearly, because it's always interesting to see people's reaction when you talk to them and you tell them, hey, rich and poor, rich and poor. You start to put money together one with the other. But as a matter of fact, it doesn't always have to be money. But here are 5 reasons the rich don't talk to the poor. Number one, the rich people take action and then they talk later. Okay? Broke people talk about what they talk about their problems and they never take action. So the rich take action and talk about it later. Poor talk about taking action, but they never do it. Okay, big difference. And I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna share another one about because I believe it's number 4, but this is absolutely true. When you hear somebody saying, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then they take action, and then you hear another person say, well, hey, I'm gonna do this, and they never take action. You can identify right there and then who is the rich person, who is the broke person, okay? Because again, as I said, not always you have to be financially attached. You don't always have to attach those two things to money. Okay, it could be habits. Number 2, okay, the rich. Okay, the rich see themselves with. The rich hang around. They surround themselves with like-minded people. Okay, because you become the person that you spend the most time with. Okay, so the rich surround themselves with like-minded people. Okay, because you are the average of the people that you spend the most time with. This is very important. Have you ever noticed a circle of folks? Have you ever noticed a circle of people that they're always together, right? And this could be either circle. Let's just say a circle of folks, and then you always hear them nagging, complaining, gossiping. Okay, well, they are the people that they become the 6th person. Okay, if you spend the time with 5 people, okay, that say that they have great habits, you're gonna become the 6th one. If you spend the time, with 6 people that don't have good habits or they're always complaining, guess what? You're gonna be the 6th person. So the rich people, they surround themselves with like-minded folks. They have vision, they have goals, they have dreams, they have a purpose. They want to see themselves, winning in life. They want to have their kids be successful in life. So it is very important that you assess yourself, who you spend the most time with. Number three, okay? The rich talk about vision. Okay, the poor gossip about other people. I already touched the vision part, but this is absolutely true. Okay, the rich always talk about vision, where they see themselves. One day we're gonna have, $1 million in the bank. One day we're gonna be millionaires. One day we're gonna cash flow $1 million. One day our kids are gonna be, great speakers of the community. One day our kids are gonna be president of this country. One day our kids are gonna run, be senators, governors. One day our kids are gonna be leaders of the community. They're gonna be youth pastors. They're gonna be, because you gotta have that vision. Without vision, people perish. Okay. By the way, this is written on the great book, okay, which is the Bible. Without vision, people perish. You gotta have a vision. You gotta have a goal. You gotta have a next. By the way, this is something that I learned myself as well. Okay, and I'm still learning, and I apply this, because guess what? In order for you to learn something new, you must be willing to unlearn something, so that therefore you can learn a new skill. But they talk about gossiping. They gossip about other folks. They gossip about what they have, what they don't have. So this is a key important thing when you surround yourself with folks, okay? And then you start to realize, then you start to notice, hey, I must surround myself, with great people. I must surround myself with folks that, they have vision, they have goals, they have dreams, okay? Number 4, the rich focus on having their money make more money, okay? The poor focus on exchanging time for their money. Very, very important. So you guys always hear the concept of, cash is king, cash is kings, and it's absolutely true. Cash is king. If you don't have cash right now, you're probably broke. You might be thinking, "Nay, and I just want $1,000. I just want $10,000. Let alone I want to be a millionaire." Okay. Last night I made a video about just the challenges of a CEO. Sometimes you see a successful person, you see a CEO, but you don't know the struggles. You don't know what that person went through. So it is very important for you to realize, to understand, that there's a challenge. There's got to be a price. There's no such thing as something for nothing. In order for you to get something, you got to be willing to give something up. That is a habit. That is a something that is not bringing you value. That is watching television. That is stop watching sports. Whatever that is for you, you got to be willing to give that up. But the rich focus on having their money make more money, which is what I was trying to tell you. Cash flow, right? If you have cash is king, but cash flow is actually king. Okay, maybe cash is queen, cash flow is king, because when you have money work for you, okay, that is when you understand the concept of, got it, okay, I'm no longer trading my time for money. And by the way, this is a very, very hard concept. This is something very hard, a pill to swallow, because you might be thinking like, but this is all I know. My parents told me to go to school. My parents told me to get a job. My parents told me to get good grades, and I'm working so hard and I'm still broke. You're waiting for something to happen, a miracle to happen. But let me tell you something, that is never going to happen unless we take action. Okay. So when you hear somebody, I talked about the word recruiting all the time, because people have a very, very negative attachment to that word recruiting. They're thinking about a pyramid scheme. They're thinking something about something illegal. But what if I told you that everybody recruits? Okay, husbands recruit their wives. Okay, wives recruit their husband. I recruit my kids, okay, into being better individuals. You best believe that I have my son reading a book right now. He's reading The Greatest Salesperson That Ever Lived, it was written by, I forgot the name of the author, but it was based on the book Proverbs, on the Bible. King Solomon, okay, the richest man, the richest person that ever lived, and he's reading this book. Now think about it. My son is not going to do it by default. He's going to want to play his PlayStation 5. Maybe calling his friends, texting his friends, or what have you. He's 12 years old, but I recruited him into the fact that he has to read for 20 months. So guess what? I implemented it. I planted that on his head over and over. Now he's doing it without telling me about it, okay? So Broke people, they trade their time for money. I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. 20 bucks an hour. By the way, $20 an hour, it will take you 45 years, okay, to make $1.8 million if you work an average of 40 hours a week for 45 years. If you're 20 all the way to you're 65, if you make 20 bucks an hour, it will take you 45 years just to make $1.8 million. Think about that. Do I trade my time for money, or once I get enough money, can I take the risk into investing that money so that they can produce me more money, so that therefore I can have my money work for me? So that's number 4. The rich focus on having their money, make more money, while the poor focus on trading time for money. And then lastly, number 5, okay? The rich are proactive, okay? The rich are, the poor are reactive. The rich are proactive, the poor are reactive, okay? They prepare for the problems in the future, okay? So that is a person that is being proactive. There's this great book, by the way. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It talks about that. It talks about the 7 habits of highly effective people. That is being proactive. That's habit number 5. So are you somebody that prepares for the future? Are you being proactive? Or are you a person that you say, you know what, I'll deal with it when it's time. I'll deal with it when it's the appropriate time, when it's the right time. So that is a person that is very reactive, right? And so that is the poor mentality, okay? Again, poor doesn't always have to be money. That is one thing that I want you to understand, and I want to make sure that you get the sense of it, marinate it in your head, that poor doesn't always have to be money. Okay? Poor people always are reactive, while the rich, they are proactive. They prepare themselves for the future. They prepare themselves, for what's going to come in the future, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a time right now where we don't know what the future is going to hold, okay? We live in a crazy time, but if you think about it, okay, this happens every single cycle, okay? This has happened oftentimes before. So do I make myself a victim? Do I react to the situation, or do I make myself a person of resources, learn a new skill, and prepare myself for what's going to come in the future? Okay, that is a proactive person. So with that, those are the 5 reasons why the rich don't hang around the poor people. Now you understand. Now something for you to think about next time you're hanging around somebody, being around a circle, and you're thinking to yourself, am I in the right circle? Am I in the right environment? Do I surround myself with new people that are going to bring me value, that are going to be positive? They have a vision. They want to be better husbands. They want to be better for themselves. Maybe you're not married. You say, well, what does husband apply to me? That doesn't apply to me. Absolutely, you're absolutely right. So now it's a matter of you understanding of, okay, perfect. Can I go ahead and become a better person by surrounding myself with better individuals? So those are the 5 facts, the 5 things that every person, okay, goes through, and the 5 reasons why the rich don't hang around broke people. So now the question to you is, are you ready to join the movement? Are you ready to join the movement? Because that is what we're going to be doing here. That is exactly what we're doing here. It's a new movement. Okay, there's new voices that got to be heard. There's new voices. There's new folks. There's new people that have new voices for themselves that are gonna be hearing themselves. So I hope that you find this message useful. If you know of somebody that you believe will get benefit from it, the name of the channel is Through Failure and Success. My request to you is that you subscribe to the video. I promise you that together we're gonna get together far. Together, I'm gonna make sure that I bring you value. This is a channel that is just getting started. I started the channel last year. I stopped for a minute, but then I had a few, loyal subscribers that were telling me, hey, I haven't seen you on YouTube. What's going on? So that's the reason why I'm back. I said, you know what? I'm going to come minimum once a week, so that I can bring value to my community, so that I can be of service to the people that I hang around, that I know the community that are going to be benefiting from everything and anything that I have to share to them. So with that being said, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and we will see you on the next one. Those were the 5 reasons why the rich do not hang around the broke. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.